Hello. I'll try to say this fast. I just want to say thank you so much for the support on the last video. It was insane. And also, I don't really have the tools and setup to record this type of video, so it's going to be a bit wonky. Sorry about that. But again, thank you so much. I tried recording the video live with my audio, but I couldn't really figure out a way without it being like kind of shitty. So I'm doing this post commentary. And this is how I started my sketchbook off. It was a lot of practice and a lot of exercises. Same thing every day. So I'm gonna be like skipping over some pages because, well, you don't want to see the same thing over and over. In the beginning, I was just set on doing constant practices and exercises because I knew I skipped all over that when I first started drawing back in August or last year. And I think I was too scared to draw anything. Like I didn't want to commit to make something bad. But at one point I did get bored, so I started drawing bodies again. I always had fun doing them because I know that's one thing I want to get to, is be able to do big pictures like that, like with dynamic poses and stuff. And these ones, I think they're pretty okay. I like them. And I think drawing the rib cage, like an actual rib cage, helped a lot. I think it helped me like visualize it a lot more. And looking back at these, I definitely need to practice more on my 3D forms and proportions on the body. And then I got the courage to want to draw faces again. So I went on YouTube to try to look up different methods. I even tried like this page method. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but you could probably look it up. But I decided probably best to study the actual skull, so I did. And meanwhile, I was studying that, I was still doing my 3D forms. And I realized that my cubes weren't really looking that good. So that's when I decided to start like verifying them, I guess, or checking them. So pretty much I would check if all my lines were converging instead of being parallel. And an extra thing I did that I started to do actually like every day was this box chart. I got it from a YouTuber. Her name is Pcat. I think that's how you pronounce it. She showed that chart in a video and I thought, you know what? I think doing that every day is going to help a lot. And side note, I was doing these as warm-ups every day. Pretty much just trying to get a straight parallel line and do circles over and over again. And I'm just a beginner, so I don't know if these exercises are good or not, but I've always seen that you should draw with your shoulder, so that's what I try to do with these. And then I decided to read the Loomis book. I have a whole video on it, but pretty much when I first wanted to draw heads, that's all I heard was the Loomis method. And I saw a lot of videos on it, and I saw it once and I'm like, oh, that's easy, you know? And it wasn't. So after like, what, maybe 2 months at this point, I decided to read it and I feel like things started to click. The only thing was that I only drew the head because I was happy with it. I thought it looked good and I was too scared to mess it up with noses, eyes, and lips. Here are some things I drew. At this point, I was only drawing heads and doing my box charts, so I decided to draw something fun. If you could recognize where they're from or what they are, then I'll be happy. Besides that, I continue to draw faces every day, and then I realized that I'm not going to get any better if I stay scared of drawing faces, so I finally decided to commit.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
And honestly, I don't like these at all. I feel kind of embarrassed, but that's how it is, you know, when you start drawing. And then I picked up a pen. Even though these look bad, I actually had a lot of fun drawing with pen. Just knowing I had, no matter what, I had to commit. And also, I love dinosaurs, so that's one of my goals, is to get better at drawing dinosaurs. So yeah. And this is my second day drawing faces. And I think 2 and 4 came out really well. I like those a lot. I think those are some of my favorites. I have some other ones that I'll show you later. Here are some more dinosaurs. I also picked up a brush pen. That was pretty fun to use. These came out pretty bad, but I had fun at least. I don't know if anyone else gets this feeling, but there's so many times I feel bad when I'm drawing people because I feel like I'm disrespecting them. Once it doesn't come out that well, it looks like nothing like them. Also, a question to anybody who draws, which I know is a decent amount. Do you guys go back into your empty spaces in the sketchbook and fill them out, or just leave them be? Because I feel like I have a decent amount of empty spaces in my sketchbook still. I do like how the spino at the bottom right looks. It looks very silly. These next faces I like a lot. I feel like the next few pages I was kind of like on a roll. They're not amazing, but I was happy with them. And if you haven't noticed, I'm very scared to draw the pupil or the eye in general, like the iris, because each time I draw it in, it looks bad. It looks like really like muddy. So I'm like, as of right now, I'm avoiding it, which is not good, I know, but I'll get to it one day. The blind contour drawing is something I found fun. It was difficult, but it was fun. Just trying to use your eyes to draw for you. And doing this exercise, no matter what, your result is always going to come out bad, which is fine. And this page is where I think I peaked. I like this sketch a lot. I think it's probably the best one I've done. Like, it's not too realistic, and I think like the more I draw, the more I'm leaning into like semi-realism, or like maybe not even that. I don't know, but I like that one a lot. And these are the ones I posted the other day. I like them a lot too. I think they're pretty good. But after this, I think I got nervous about drawing faces because I don't like any of these upcoming faces. I think they all look bad. And I'm sure it's the same day I said I was gonna upload this whole sketchbook. I think that's where the nerves come from. So unfortunately, I did not end on a good note. And I know you should never shit on your art, but it's hard not to, you know? But yeah, that's it. I just want to say thank you again for the support. It's insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're still here, thank you again. And I'll talk to you in the next one.